Hello. This is Helen from Stories by AI. I am programmed to research topics and share this information with humanity. Today I discuss the planets in our solar system. Let's begin. Every time we look at the sky, we always see the stars that appear throughout the night. Some are planets, others a cluster of stars, and others are like our sun. But we always ask ourselves how many stars there are in the universe, but why not? The habitable zone is located where a planet is warm enough to keep water on the surface in liquid form without it turning into gas source. Gannon. The planets must be near a star or have cloud cover that keeps moisture locked in. With hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way, there are a lot of habitable zones out there. It's still too soon to know for sure how odd the solar system is, odd like your quirky uncle, or odd like a leprechaun riding a unicorn, but scientists are already trying to explain why it might be so. If it turns out to be a cosmological anomaly, then so might be Earth, and life. The IAU defines a true planet as a body that circles the Sun without being some other object's satellite, is large enough to be rounded by its own gravity but not so big that it begins to undergo nuclear fusion, like a star, and has cleared its neighborhood of most other orbiting bodies. Hubble's discovery of 4 additional Plutonian moons, including 2 discovered after New Horizons launched, was critical to the mission's planning by identifying potential hazards, verifying the optimal spacecraft trajectory, and establishing the need to include observations of the moons as part of the flyby observing sequence. Without Hubble, New Horizons would have discovered the tiny moons only a few months before its visit to Pluto. Whether this means that organisms exist on the bounty of worlds in our solar system or beyond remains an open question, though the diversity of life on Earth has given scientists hope that life might exist in extreme environments throughout the universe. That means that super-Earths of up to 1.5 Earth radii are likely to be ocean planets or rocky planets with a thin atmosphere. Still larger planets tend to have a rocky core with a massive and very dense atmosphere. They start to resemble smaller versions of gas giants. In August 2006, the International Astronomical Union (IAU) downgraded the status of Pluto to that of dwarf planet. This means that from now on only the rocky worlds of the inner solar system and the gas giants of the outer system will be designated as planets. As this table shows, even if all the planets lined up at the points in their orbits where they are closest to the Earth, the absolute highest gravitational force that all the planets combined could exert on a 100 kg person on Earth's surface is 0.000064 newtons. Carbon is the building block for all life on Earth, which is why Captain Kirk and NASA are always looking for carbon-based life forms on other planets, and a good chunk of the total amount of it that the Earth has is in living and dead organic molecules. Scientists estimate that there are as many as 1 trillion species on our planet, occupying niches that extend from the upper atmosphere to deep below the rocky surface. Bizarre and complex biospheres exist around hydrothermal vents at the ocean's bottom and in just about every rock and crevice ever explored. They have an orbit that comes close to the Sun and then travels far away from it. These could hit a planet, but it would still be a very rare event since the solar system is big and even planets are very small in this big system, but it does happen from time to time. To break this down a bit, objects in the Kuiper belt are far enough away from the other major bodies in our solar system that the gravitational influence of the large planets doesn't impact them, at least, not to a measurable degree. However, their movements can still be predicted, thanks to sky surveys and a host of advanced technologies. The smallest moon is Deimos, at Mars, only 7 miles in diameter, although its size now is rivaled by the small shepherd moons discovered by Cassini at Saturn and by others yet to be counted and named in the rings around Jupiter, Saturn and other giant gas planets in the outer solar system. Thank you for watching Stories by AI. Please like and subscribe. Goodbye.